What are geographically relevant links and how do they help SEO? Okay, so geographically relevant links are links that have local relevance to their target. So what does that mean? An example of a local link would be a local tree service company, right? That's my agency, deals with tree service contractors. So a local tree service company gets a call from a local attorney office, a law firm, a local law firm that says, hey, we got a tree in our parking lot that looks dead and we're afraid that, you know, a storm or wind could blow it over and damage some cars. We need you to come to remove this tree from our parking lot. So the tree guy goes out to the law firm's, location and removes the tree. And they do a fantastic job. So the attorney who owns the law firm, he does a post on his blog to say, hey, we want to thank Bradley's Tree Service for coming out and removing the tree in our parking lot. They did a fabulous job. If you need tree services in Culpeper, Virginia, contact Bradley's Tree Service, right? Boom. That's a link that has no topical relevance, right? Because it's a link coming from a law firm site pointing to a tree service site. But because it's in the same city, it has geographic relevance or local relevance, because Google understands that that link is coming from another local entity, right? That's in close physical proximity to the target business, the business that it's linking to. Does that make sense? So that link has an effect, a significant effect on maps ranking. All I'm trying to say is a link coming from another local source. Google understands that that link is coming from another local source. Here's a question that I've heard when I've explained this before on like sales calls and such. People say, well, yeah, but what if the law firm's attorney site was hosted in California? They're in Virginia, but their site is hosted in California. How is that link providing geographic relevance? It has no bearing on where the host is. That makes no difference. What makes a difference is the link is coming from a website that is associated with a local entity, the law firm, which is a local entity in that particular city. Does that make sense? So it doesn't matter where the freaking site could be hosted in China for all that matters. It doesn't matter. If that website is associated with a local entity, then that link is a geographically or locally relevant link. And that has a significant influence on maps ranking and a slight influence on organic ranking. And conversely, topically relevant links have a significant influence on organic and a very slight influence on maps. So that's why local relevant links really make a difference. And if you guys doubt this, just start again, if you're doing any kind of backlink analysis, if you look at the top ranked organic competitors in competitive niches or competitive areas, or combination of both, you'll see that usually, not always, there's always anomalies, but most of the time, you'll see that the top ranked organic competitors have really relevant backlink profiles, topically relevant. But if you look at the maps, whatever's ranked in the maps 3-pack, most of the time, not always, again, there's always outliers, there's always anomalies, but usually you'll see what's ranked in the maps 3-pack, they don't have really topically relevant link profiles. But if you analyze their backlink profiles, you'll typically see that most of the top ranked in maps section have backlinks, significant backlinks, or at least maybe not a significant number, but some maybe high, particularly powerful links that are coming from other local entities. There's a couple of ways you can do this, guys. You can get local links, kind of more the more manual, traditional approach to getting links, which would be, and here's some great options that work incredibly well. They're harder to scale, but they work really well. Number one, getting a link from your local chamber of commerce. It requires you to join the local chamber of commerce. There's an expense to that, but when you get a link from a local chamber of commerce directory, that is a very powerful link, very powerful link. But again, you have to join the local chamber of commerce. Another one would be sponsoring little league teams, so parks and recs organizations, local schools, local charities, local churches, all of those things, sponsoring them, right? Then you often will get a link back from their websites as on their sponsor page and things like that. Those are all local links. Those are valuable links. Local news and media sites, getting those are all, again, local type of links. Event sites, local event sites, things like that. Those are all good links to have. Again, one last one is a really good one, is if you join like a lead share group, right? Like meetup.com or BNI groups. Anyway, if you join any kind of like those lead share groups, that's another great opportunity to do link exchanges with other businesses in the same area, right? All of those are great ways to get links that'll help you to rank in maps. There's also other ways that you can do it, which we do at Semantic Links, which is going out and hunting down domains that have already expired in particular cities or locations that already have local backlinks pointing to them, then picking up the domain and then rebuilding it, and then building links from that domain to your target asset. That way you're basically buying locally relevant links to a domain that has already, that somebody let expire. And you're just snagging and snatching it up, putting some content that was relevant to whatever it was previously on that site. And now you've got an asset that you can use to link to your project or client's projects, if that makes sense. So great question, but locally relevant links have a significant effect on maps ranking, and they work really well.